In this video, we will break down 2 biotech stocks to buy as AI-driven drug discovery lifts off and begins reshaping how new medicines are discovered, developed, and delivered to patients around the world. You are going to see how artificial intelligence is transforming biology from a slow trial and error process into a data-driven system, why this shift could dramatically reduce the cost and time required to bring new drugs to market, and how 2 very different biotech companies are positioned to benefit from this transformation in powerful and complementary ways. One of these businesses is building a new operating system for drug discovery itself, using automation, machine learning, and massive biological datasets to uncover treatments that traditional methods often miss. The other is a global pharmaceutical powerhouse with unmatched scale, deep scientific expertise, and the ability to turn breakthroughs into real-world therapies used by millions of patients. These are not speculative hype stocks. These are businesses built to compound over time as artificial intelligence becomes deeply embedded in modern medicine. Hit the like button, share the video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next important financial investing update. Let us start with the first company, Eli Lilly, ticker symbol LLY. Eli Lilly represents a very different but equally important way to benefit from AI-driven drug discovery. While Recursion is focused on reinventing the front end of discovery, Eli Lilly operates at massive global scale across research, clinical development, manufacturing, and commercialization. Why does Eli Lilly matter in this AI-driven era? Because discovery alone is not enough. Turning scientific insight into approved medicines that reach patients requires deep expertise, regulatory experience, and industrial scale. Eli Lilly has spent decades building these capabilities, and they are incredibly difficult to replicate. Eli Lilly's competitive advantage begins with its research organization. The company has consistently invested in science, building a deep pipeline across multiple therapeutic areas. This diversification reduces reliance on any single program and increases the probability of long-term success. When AI tools are layered onto this foundation, they can improve decision-making across the entire pipeline. Artificial intelligence is increasingly used within large pharmaceutical companies to optimize trial design, identify patient subgroups, and predict safety and efficacy signals earlier in development. These tools do not replace scientists. They augment human judgment, helping teams prioritize resources and avoid costly mistakes. One of Eli Lilly's defining strengths is its ability to execute. The company has a strong track record of moving therapies from discovery through late-stage trials and into commercial production. This execution capability matters because many promising drugs fail, not due to lack of efficacy, but due to operational challenges. Financially, Eli Lilly has demonstrated strong revenue growth driven by demand for its therapies. This success provides the cash flow necessary to reinvest aggressively in research and development while maintaining a strong balance sheet. Financial strength allows Eli Lilly to take calculated risks, pursue ambitious programs, and invest in advanced technologies like AI. Manufacturing is another often overlooked advantage. Modern biologic and specialty drugs require sophisticated production processes. Eli Lilly has invested heavily in manufacturing capacity and supply chain resilience. This ensures that when a drug is approved, the company can meet global demand efficiently. From a strategic perspective, Eli Lilly benefits from scale in a way that compounds over time. Large datasets from clinical trials, real-world evidence, and post-market surveillance feed back into research efforts. AI tools can extract insights from this data, improving future programs. Smaller companies simply do not have access to this breadth of information. Eli Lilly's size also provides negotiating power with suppliers, regulators, and healthcare systems. This can translate into better economics and faster adoption of new therapies. In an environment where AI accelerates discovery, companies that can rapidly absorb and commercialize new ideas stand to benefit the most. Long-term, Eli Lilly's role may evolve from primarily discovering drugs to orchestrating an ecosystem of innovation. AI can help identify external opportunities, optimize acquisitions, and integrate new science more effectively. This strategic flexibility is a powerful asset. When comparing Eli Lilly to smaller biotech firms, the distinction becomes clear. Smaller companies may offer higher upside from individual breakthroughs, but they also carry higher risk. Eli Lilly offers durability, scale, and the ability to compound value over time by consistently translating innovation into revenue. In an AI-driven biotech world, discovery may become faster and cheaper, but execution will remain critical. Eli Lilly's strength lies in combining scientific insight with operational excellence. That combination positions the company to remain relevant and competitive as the industry evolves. This video is brought to you by Value Stocks Investing Master Course. If you're looking to grow your wealth by investing in solid, undervalued stocks but not sure where to start, I created the Value Stocks Investing Master Course to teach you how to identify great companies, make smart investment decisions, and build a portfolio that lasts. Click the link in the description and pinned comments to get the course today and take control of your financial future. Now let us move on to the second company, Recursion Pharmaceuticals, ticker symbol RXRX. To understand why Recursion matters, you first have to understand what is broken about traditional drug discovery. For decades, the pharmaceutical industry has relied on narrow hypotheses, limited experimental scale, and long development cycles. Scientists identify a target, test a small number of compounds, and hope the biology behaves as expected. More often than not, it does not. This is why drug development is so expensive, so slow, and so risky. Recursion was founded on the idea that biology does not need to be approached this way. Instead of treating each disease as a one-off puzzle, Recursion treats biology as a vast, interconnected system that can be measured, mapped, and learned from using computation. The company believes that if you can observe how cells respond to thousands or millions of different perturbations, patterns will emerge that reveal new therapeutic opportunities. At the heart of Recursion's business is an industrialized discovery platform that combines automated wet labs, high-content cellular imaging, and machine learning models trained on enormous datasets. The company runs experiments at a scale that would be impossible in a traditional academic or pharmaceutical setting. Each experiment generates images and data that capture how cells change under different genetic or chemical conditions. This matters because most diseases are not caused by a single broken gene or protein. They are the result of complex networks of interactions. Recursion's platform is designed to detect these networks by observing biology directly rather than relying solely on existing assumptions. Over time, this approach can reveal non-obvious targets and pathways that humans alone would struggle to identify. One of Recursion's biggest competitive advantages is its proprietary biological dataset. Data is the fuel for artificial intelligence, and in biotech, high-quality data is incredibly difficult to generate. It requires specialized equipment, rigorous protocols, and years of iteration. Recursion has been building this dataset for a long time, and every new experiment adds to its value. This creates a compounding effect where the platform becomes more powerful as it is used. Automation is another critical piece of the moat. Recursion's labs are designed to operate continuously, running experiments around the clock with minimal human intervention. This dramatically increases throughput and consistency while lowering marginal costs. Faster experimentation means faster learning, which is essential in a field where speed can determine whether a program succeeds or fails. Recursion is not just a technology company pretending to be a biotech. It advances its own drug candidates through preclinical and clinical development. This internal pipeline allows the company to directly capture value from discoveries made by the platform. At the same time, Recursion partners with other organizations that want access to its discovery engine, creating additional revenue streams and validation. The company's pipeline focuses on diseases with significant unmet need, including rare genetic disorders and complex conditions where traditional approaches have struggled. These areas are well suited for AI-driven discovery because they often involve poorly understood biology and limited existing data. Recursion's ability to explore biology broadly gives it an edge in these challenging spaces. Financially, Recursion is still in a growth and investment phase. The company is deliberately reinvesting capital into expanding its platform, increasing experimental capacity, and improving its machine learning models. While this limits near-term profitability, it strengthens the long-term foundation of the business. Importantly, this spending is not random. It is tightly aligned with scaling a system that improves with use. Recent updates from the company have highlighted continued investment in computational infrastructure and laboratory automation. These investments are essential because AI models improve with more data and more compute. Recursion's ability to integrate biology, data, and computation under one roof is extremely difficult to replicate. Another important element of Recursion's strategy is collaboration. The company has entered into partnerships that provide funding, shared expertise, and access to additional data. These partnerships help advance programs more efficiently and reduce risk. Over time, successful collaborations can create a network effect where Recursion becomes a preferred discovery partner. From a long-term investor perspective, Recursion represents a bet on a structural shift in how drugs are discovered. If AI-driven platforms consistently reduce cost, time, and failure rates, they could fundamentally change the economics of the pharmaceutical industry. That kind of shift creates enormous upside, even if not every individual program succeeds. Of course, there are risks. Drug development is inherently uncertain, and artificial intelligence does not eliminate biological complexity. Some programs will fail. What matters is whether the platform improves the overall odds and efficiency of discovery. If it does, the value creation over time could be substantial. In this video, we will break down 2 biotech stocks to buy as AI-driven drug discovery lifts off and begins reshaping how new medicines are discovered, developed, and delivered to patients around the world. You are going to see how artificial intelligence is transforming biology from a slow trial and error process into a data-driven system, why this shift could dramatically reduce the cost and time required to bring new drugs to market, and how 2 very different biotech companies are positioned to benefit from this transformation in powerful and complementary ways. One of these businesses is building a new operating system for drug discovery itself, using automation, machine learning, and massive biological datasets to uncover treatments that traditional methods often miss. The other is a global pharmaceutical powerhouse with unmatched scale, deep scientific expertise, and the ability to turn breakthroughs into real-world therapies used by millions of patients. These are not speculative hype stocks. These are businesses built to compound over time as artificial intelligence becomes deeply embedded in modern medicine. Hit the like button, share the video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next important financial investing update. If you want exclusive stock tips, in-depth analysis, real-time trade alerts, and free investing guides, join the StocksGalore Patreon today and take your investing game to the next level. Our members there get full in-depth analysis on most of these stocks I mention here. Head over to patreon.com/StocksGalore and become part of our growing community of smart investors. Link is in the description. Now here is a question for you. As artificial intelligence transforms drug discovery, which of these 2 businesses do you believe has the stronger long-term advantage? The platform innovator reinventing discovery from the ground up, or the global pharmaceutical leader scaling breakthroughs to millions of patients? And why? Do not forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you do not miss the next important investing update. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.